Welcome, everyone, to a piece of college football history as we crown this season's national champion. There's been so much that's gone into getting here, twists and turns, and now it builds to this, the battle for supremacy. And these two teams have survived the expanded playoff grind. They have battled through a regular season, multiple playoff victories, all sorts of challenges and adversity, and they've arrived at this moment, the battle for that precious trophy. As we'll see a team from the ACC, the Florida State Seminoles, taking on a team from the Big Ten, the USC Trojans. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined here as always by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, everything has been building to this. It's time for the national championship. Let's crown a champion. The kickoff team is out there, and you can feel the energy. One game to determine the national championship. And the fair catch signaled for and taken. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? Shotgun formation. Here's an inside give. Brought down after a solid run by the senior.
Boy, a thing of beauty, right, Chris? A USC running back picking up a first down on the ground, and they've had so many great backs, and probably as many as anybody when it comes to counting up individual stars. And we're going back to guys like Charles White and Marcus Allen, both won the Heisman Trophy.
So one play moves the ball to the 42-yard line. It'll be first down. Same tailback, another carry.
Coaches told us in the pregame production meetings they love this back's mixture of speed and power. We know about the speed, but he also showed the ability to break tackles on that run.
Backs lined up on either side of the quarterback. There's the handoff. He's brought down, but not before crossing midfield of the 42.
Chris, if I'm not mistaken, this guy's already over 30 yards on the opening drive of this game. Another nice play right here. If this defense can't stop him, just keep feeding him the football.
And the Trojans lining up here on 1st and 10. Here comes a handoff. Oh, look at the quick cut. Defense gets him down, but they'll take the gain on that play.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Second down play coming up. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. Tackled way behind the line. He'll lose 6 there. They don't block the defensive end, who shows some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
Looking to set up a screen pass here. Breaks the tackle. Now he's got room to run. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Well, I've always said I think this quarterback all year long has has been able to be as consistent as any quarterback in the country. And when you get the third down, you've got to trust that he's going to make the right decision and throw an accurate ball to give you a chance at a first down. There's another example of it right there.
And the defense able to hold him there to a short gain. And the Trojans will hustle to the line to crank the tempo. Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
Nice job of this defense taking away the primary receiver, even the second and third option, but the quarterback's legs are the difference. They almost kept him short, but instead, he gets that first down.
First and goal, handoff. Ball carrier brought down at the 4. Offense in great scoring position here. Offense coming to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before we reach the end of the quarter. On second and goal, they'll give it to him again. He powers into the end zone. Touchdown, Trojans. In a national championship game, you cannot do a better job of setting the tone immediately.
Well, it's the biggest game of the year, so you've got to bring your best. On the opening drive, the offense did just that. That's how you get this thing started.
Point after, knocked right through. Getting set to kick the ball off now. They'll return it from inside the 5. And the coverage team gets the returner to the ground. Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. They'll go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. He moves the ball across the 20 to the 22.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here, and he's a good back. I love to see that offensive line win the battle of the line of scrimmage.
Second down play coming up for this offense. And he'll pick up the first down, stopped at the 27. A running play gives the offense a fresh set of downs. A pre-snap motion from the offense. First down. We're going to throw the football. Grab down the middle. It's Benson. They stop him at the 47, but that's enough for a first down.
Good job here by the quarterback putting that ball in the air where the receiver can make a play on it. And I tell you, Florida State has had some great receivers over the years, and this kid is really living up to that.
First down here. Time for one more play before the clock stops for the 2-minute warning. On first down, it's play action. The pass rush closing in. And that's incomplete. Even on a first down pass attempt, he felt heavy pressure. Incompletion sets up a second down. Looking to throw. It's Glenn. Receiver makes the grab. Brought down, but the gain moves the ball all the way to the plus 42.
Here the defense decided to sit back and play zone, and that front didn't do a good job of pressuring the quarterback. He had the time to make the throw, and he put it on target.
And the Seminoles begin a new series here, 1st and 10. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. Physical defending. That one falls incomplete. Brings up second down.
Chris, I don't know if it's the hype of the national championship, the timing between the quarterback and his receivers, but they have not been able to get anything going at all here in the first half. And the problem is they're already down in this game. They've got to put the ball through the air and start hitting some passes, or there's no chance they come back and have a chance to win.
Looking to chuck it again. The defender gets a hand in there to break the pass up.
Well, this is just an outstanding job by this defender being in phase against this receiver and being able to tip that ball away. He actually tips it up into the air. The offense catches a break, but that ball's not intercepted.
And he'll drop back here on third down. He's a wide-open receiver, complete. Finally brought down, but the offense moving close to the red zone here.
What a clutch play here by this offense to convert on third down. I know it's still early in this game, but the fact that they've dug themselves a hole to convert there and keep this drive alive, they got a new set of downs and a chance to dig into this lead.
The drive stays alive with that completion for a first down. From the gun, he looks for an open man. And the ball is hauled in. Tackled pretty quickly, but that is a decent gain on the throw.
The quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down, but instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
The Seminoles trying to cash in here in the red zone. To the air, it's Glenn. Defense is coming after him. Not enough on that one. It falls incomplete. After the incompletion, they'll line up now for 3rd and 5. And the quarterback dropping back. It's a bullet, but incomplete.
Hey, the good news is here, Chris, they're still in field goal range, and they didn't cost themselves any points, but they could have more. Got to be thinking about going for this on 4th and short.
They need 5 yards here on 4th down to keep the drive alive. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Finds this receiver. That's enough for the first down. They make the tackle, but it sets the offense up for a 1st and goal from the 10.
I thought the defense did a pretty good job here on this 4th down, but how about the quarterback? Throws an absolute laser to get that one in there for the first down.
1st and goal. Can the offense punch it in and tie the score before the half? Quarterback drops back. Caught over the middle. It's Douglas. Brought down at the 5 after the catch. The offense really threatening now.
Really good job here by the offensive line. The windows get very tight for the quarterback. They do a nice job of giving him time to work through his progressions. I know he wants to get this ball into the end zone. After all, this is the national championship.
Let's see if the offense can punch it in on 2nd and goal. And the wideout goes in motion. They look to throw it here on 2nd down. Catch made in the end zone. Touchdown, Knowles. Who says you need explosive plays, Kirk? That was a long, grinding scoring drive.
And think about this. This is a national championship, and you're able to execute like that against this quality of a defense, and that is a great job by the coordinator and the quarterback being in sync and putting together a heck of a drive.
And he knocks through the PAT. And with that extra point, we're all tied up now in the 2nd quarter. And the returner decides to signal fair catch. So the offense takes the field in the final seconds of the half. Chance for just a couple more plays. Looking to throw it on 1st down. He's moving out of the pocket now. They tackle him. Looks like it's going to be just short of the marker, inches away. The offense will take their first 10 out of the half to talk strategy here. Looks like one more play here before halftime. Second down, we're going to throw it. Quarterback leaves the pocket on the move now. He's got a receiver wide open here. Excitement there in the final play of the first half. A great effort, but they get him down. The Trojans will kick it off to begin the second half. Fields it just outside the goal line. He'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. Florida State offense heads back onto the field. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. And looking to throw now on first down. Grab down the middle. It's Benson.
Chris, the more we watch these spread offenses attack in today's game, it's not just about the vertical shots with the taller receivers on the outside. Defenses are challenged even more by those smaller slot receivers and their quickness in space.
Pass complete. It's second down now. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. A quick spin move. Tackled at the 40. That'll earn a fresh set of downs.
The defense has got to do a much better job here of adjusting to the pre-snap motion. They just kind of stayed in place, and it gave the receiver plenty of room there to make a nice play.
Dropping back, it's Glenn. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Finds just enough space and makes the first down.
Another great throw by this quarterback to be able to pick up a first down and keep this drive alive. I'll tell you, he's starting to kind of feel like he's getting into a zone. And boy, Chris, over the years, how many Florida State quarterbacks have we seen get in that zone? Guys like Chris Weinke and Jameis Winston, Charlie Ward. Man, so many good signal callers that have played at FSU.
Looking to throw again. That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play. Brings up second down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out the punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, he's unable to hold on to the football.
Incomplete. Second down coming up. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. Running back has it on a screen now.
Good time here to drop this screen into the offensive coordinator, and a nice job by the running back being able to pick up some positive yards here on this play.
Offense needing to keep this drive alive. It's a third down play. On the ground, trying for the first down with the tight end. Tackled, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs. The Noles will line up on 1st and 10. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. Grab near the sticks. It's Douglas. They make the stop, but not before a solid game that time.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
Pre-snap motion from the receiver. Looking to throw it from the red zone. He lets it go. He's got it near the end zone. Touchdown, Florida State. They'll take the lead in the second half.
Now, this defense is so caught up in all the wide receivers, they forgot about the running back. He's not just back there running the ball. This guy's involved in the passing game. A nice throw and catch and a touchdown.
The extra point is good, so it's 14-7. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. And the returner elects to fair catch it, no return. And here comes the USC offense back on the field. The shotgun handoff here. They've got him, but he picks up 8 yards. Sets up a nice 2nd and 2.
Just love watching this back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and gets a nice, solid gain.
Offense getting set for a 2nd down here to begin the quarter. And he's got it again. And the sophomore able to bring him down quickly.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example of a defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage, not give up big run plays.
Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Man, this defense has had a great game today. Here we are in the 4th quarter. They've done a nice job of taking the run game completely away, making it a lot easier to zero in on that quarterback in the pass game.
So here we go. Down 1 score. They're going to go for it on 4th down. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. He's got it. A 4th down conversion. Drive stays alive.
Well, Chris, here's an example of what we always talk about. On 4th down, the receiver's got to run a route beyond the sticks. Great awareness to know exactly where he is. Quarterback makes the throw. Receiver gets hit, but he's beyond the sticks for the 1st down.
And we've reached now the 2-minute warning. Sets up as a dramatic finish as this offense tries to grab the lead late here. First and 10 play coming up. Ball handed off. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Chris, overall, it's been a tough day for this offense, but especially for this running back, just not able to find any kind of traction at all. And it's made this offense somewhat one-dimensional, and a large reason they're trailing in the 4th quarter.
Looking to pass here on 2nd down. Snags the quick throw. Tackle made after the completion.
You know, it's a nice completion, but it's kind of another short game. The defense is keeping everything in front. I think the offensive coordinator's got to find a way to take some vertical shots to get some chunk plays.
Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this 3rd down. Looking for the wideout. Caught over the middle. It's Robinson. Tackle made, but it's a huge gain all the way to the 33-yard line. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Quarterback on the move, trying to make something happen. Slides to avoid the big hit.
Chris, watch him work through his progressions here. Finds the first and the second option aren't there. By the third option, he's got to pull it down and try to pick up some positive yards, of which he did, and then he slides down to avoid the big hit.
Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. And that catch is hauled in. They've got it, but that completion good enough for 1st down yardage.
Well, it's so easy to get caught up in the receivers and the quarterback, and your eyes get lost. You forget about the running back. Nice catch and a 1st down for this offense.
This could be a dramatic finish, marching toward a tying touchdown. It's 1st and 10. Here comes a throw from the red zone. It's caught. They bring him down just short of the marker, inches away from a 1st down. The clock is still running. They got to get set quickly. Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. Powers through a tackle. Tackle just short of the goal line at the 1. What a run. So it's a 1st down here. The clock is stopped temporarily, but they'll get to the line quickly. On the ground, trying to punch it in for the score. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. And a timeout stops the clock with 8 seconds remaining. Second down and goal upcoming. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. And it's incomplete, very near the goal line.
Now time for one final play that obviously has to go into the end zone to see if they can tie it up.
Urgency here. Got to cut into this lead. It's 3rd down and goal. They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. And the defense smothers him for no gain. And a timeout is taken with just 1 second remaining in the game. So trailing in the final quarter of a close game, they're going to go for it on 4th and goal. Here's the snap, looking to throw here. The ball falls to the ground, and we have a national champion. For the last team standing at the top of the mountain, Kirk, national champion.
Well, it's been so much fun to watch this team play all year long. They've had some challenging moments. They've been able to overcome them. And how fitting, a close game in a national championship. They come through one more time. And as you say, they hold the trophy. They are the national champions of the year.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. In Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.